Welcome back everybody to another Dirty Diggers video. It has been an absolutely busy summer, so I've been really slammed with work out in the field trying to get video and footage for you guys as well, which I've got a lot of that banked up now. Just been really difficult to find the time to get it out there, but we're going to be getting it to you as soon as possible here. In this particular video, I've actually never done a tree root barrier install, so this is the first time. It was new to me. I have heard about them in the past. It's a pretty recent thing for around this area, but this particular job now requires that anywhere that they're going to be having a tree planted. So I'm just going to give you a very quick general overview of what it is essentially, because I was kind of learning on the fly as I was kind of recording it. It's literally the first ones I've ever installed. So basically it's these little panels that are 18 inches high by I think 2 feet wide. And essentially you just link them all one after another. They're very malleable. And the purpose of these things is to place them along any sort of hard surface like a sidewalk, driveway, any concrete boxes for like the green box transformers or anything like that. And by doing that, it should in theory contain the tree roots to that area within the perimeter. So it's 3 meters from the center of the tree. If you go 3 meters to either side, if there's a driveway before 3 meters or a side, obviously the sidewalk is always there. But if there's to the side, if there's a driveway, you got to wrap it around. If there's a box, a transformer box, you got to wrap it around. If it's more than 3 meters or 10 feet, you don't have to wrap it around. You just go straight along the sidewalk. The curb doesn't require one because they'll never usually, the trees won't really go into the curb because the curb is very deep below the road surface already, like the base curb and everything. It's more so concerned with the sidewalk and the driveways, the roots getting into there. So anyways, without further ado, I'll show you guys what it is. You guys can see what it is and how we install them. And yeah, kind of learn along with me. If anyone here has installed these before or have any other ways or tips or something you saw that I did wrong, please let us know in the comments. Again, like I said, this is the first time I ever did. So as I'm explaining to you, I'm almost teaching myself too. So anyways, without further ado, here's the footage of what they look like, how the installs go, and enjoy. We'll catch you guys later. All right, so we're here installing root barrier number 1. Got Jason and Octavio here today helping out. And basically, so these are 18-inch thick plastic root barrier system that we have to dig down from the sidewalk wherever there's going to be a tree located. So we have to go 3 meters over to each side, and in cases where there's a driveway closer than that, we got to go and loop it all the way back to the curb. So we're going to be installing that now, fastening them up here. And so they're 18 inches thick. Our grade is typically 1 inch or so below the sidewalk. So these, we're going to dig this about 20 inches or so, 19, 20 inches below, so that they'll sit 1 inch or so below the top of the sidewalk. So basically this side has the side that slides in with this one, and it just locks in. They just interlock, one interlocks into the other. And yeah, and they're pretty malleable too, so we're going to be able to get to that corner and bend it around. So I think I'll need a couple more panels, and we should be able to get all the way around to the sidewalk once we have it all built. Just to see how it looks anyway. You can see there we've dug it so that we're going to be at least 1 inch below, and this has to be vertical. So we're going to get this in position, backfill it a bit with some dirt, and then get it to bend around. There you can see the return back to the driveway. Now we're just going to backfill a little bit with some fill just to hold it in place, and that's it. These are the pre-marked marks for the trees to go. So I think a tree is going to go in this general area here, so that's why we have more than 10 feet or 3 meters that way, and then wrapping around the driveway in this case because it's closer to the driveway, so it needs one there. And this is again to protect roots from getting underneath the sidewalk or driveways where there's going to be hardscapes and hard surfaces to uplift them over time. So this way they will be protected from getting underneath there. So yeah, that one's in. On to the next. So we'll usually go ahead with the machine and scrape a little bit of the surface, and then we'll finish the rest hand dig. We don't want to go too deep because we do have the surfaces down here, so we're just trying to take the sort of surface dirt and loosen it up a little bit, and then the last few inches we'll go through with the shovel and hand dig it just to make sure. Haven't ran into anything yet with the shovel, so we're pretty sure we're clear of the locates and everything, but just to make sure We don't actually hit anything that sometimes deviates a bit. We just do some cleanup with the machine and hand dig the rest. Better safe than sorry. So in this instance here, we had to do a full-on U, as you can see where the tree is proposed to go, and we have obviously less than 10 feet to either driveway, so we have to go all the way up, along, and around. And this again is to keep the roots growing within this area here. All right, so we're back here about 1 to 2 weeks or so after we completed all the grading and sodding here. And now we have another company in here doing the tree planting. It's not actually us, but just to show you, we have the tree barriers here. You see where these white marks are? So that's where the tree went. And behind there, we have our tree barrier. And I think it actually goes also along that box there, like that. So yeah, but that's what the whole purpose of it is. So it's just kind of cool to see how the process turned out. The grass is looking pretty good for the most part. Hopefully you guys learned a little something from that video, and if you have any suggestions, again, leave them in the comments. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe if you're new around here, get my rear counterweight back in action here in terms of getting videos out to you guys. Once again, guys, thanks for watching and take care.